So you want to crush your sales quotas, but you don't know how? Or maybe you're just struggling to make the necessary dials to hit your goals. Today you're going to learn my 3 favorite productivity hacks of all time. These are the same tactics that I used to open 14 new high ticket sales accounts in 1 month, resulting in around $200,000 in new revenue. If that sounds interesting, let's get into it. So let's just set the record straight. There's no easy button around prospecting. It's hard, it's draining, it's tiring. You don't want to do it sometimes, but it is the lifeblood of your business or any business for that matter, and it's what you get paid to do as a sales agent. If you are the type of person who just absolutely dreads prospecting, you just get out of bed in the morning and you hate it, and when you're done for the day, you're just absolutely stoked that it's over with, you probably shouldn't be working in sales. There's a difference between finding it unpleasant or not always wanting to do it and actually hating it. And that's something you can only really decide for yourself. But if hate is the word that comes to mind when you describe prospecting or cold call prospecting, I would find another use of your time. But if you do fall into the category of those such as myself who do find it a difficult but a satisfying challenge, these tactics are just going to blow your production out of the water. All right, I'm going to drop 3 hacks on you that work surprisingly well. I'll start with number 1, the tried and true lie to yourself tactic. All right, lie to yourself. Why do I say lie to yourself? What does that mean? For any of you who've ever struggled to go out running or jogging before, you'll understand me on this. The hard part is not actually jogging once you're up and going. The hard part is getting yourself started. Once you actually are there, you got your shoes on, you're out, you're running, or even you're on the treadmill, you tend to keep going for a reasonable amount of time. So, how do you get yourself started? Well, the easiest way to do that is make a micro commitment that is so small that even you can't say no to yourself. So what I tell myself for years when I've gone jogging is, hey, I'm just going to go for 5-10 minutes. Don't even worry about it, right? I have never once gone for 5 or 10 minutes. Minimum 20 minutes, at least for me personally. Now, how does this work with cold calling? Same thing. Just say, look, I'm just going to make 1 call. That's it. I'm just going to make 1 call and see how it goes. And you will be amazed once you actually get the programs there, get it all open, get set up, get the headset on, and you make the first dial, you get that butterfly out. Even though you know you're lying to yourself, I'm telling you it works, and you'll end up making more and more dials. Fellas, and if you are getting value out of this video and you haven't already, please subscribe. That's right. I'm asking you, please help me out. Subscribe. Helps the channel out, helps the algorithm out. You know all that. Please do so. All right, appreciate it. Number 2, and this one will just blow your production out of the water. All right, so we've covered how to get started. Now, once you're started, how do we actually hit the goals? How do we get the most productivity out of your time? What I recommend are power hours. Okay, power hours essentially is when you block off a chunk of time and all you do in that amount of time is prospect. That's it. This actually goes back to what's referred to as Parkinson's Law. Parkinson's Law basically says that the amount of time needed to do a task tends to expand to the amount of time which you give it. So that's to say, when going to prospecting, if you give yourself an hour to make 100 calls, you'll probably get it done in an hour, or pretty dang close. If you give yourself all day, 8 hours to make 100 calls, it'll probably take about 8 hours to make the call. Right? And this is something that you can observe in just about anything in your life, so why not use it to our advantage, which is what we're going to be doing with the power hours. Now, the book I got this from, Jeb Blunt's Fanatical Prospecting, he recommends you do 3 1-hour prospecting blocks a day. That would be for a full-time sales agent that is on the phones all day. That's the goal, but as I was explaining before, the hardest part is just to get started. What's more important is you at least do it. So if that means doing 1 1-hour prospecting call a day and you actually do it, so be it. If that means doing 3 30-minute prospecting calls a day, so be it, which I'd actually suggest doing that before doing 1 hour in a day. Now, when you're on these power hours, what's really important is that all you're doing is prospecting. That means you are not updating the CRM, you're not sending emails or looking for emails, you're not researching the company, you're not sending messages on Slack, you're not looking at your phone, not going to the bathroom, you're not getting all the contact information for it together. This all should have been done previously, and so when you're actually on your power hours, it is just boom, 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 boom. You're getting the most done as you can in the shortest amount of time. And I do promise you, if you do this for 1 month, you consistently respect your power hours in the way that I'm saying, to where all you're doing is calling and prospecting, I guarantee you your appointments, your sales will go up exponentially within 1 month. So if there's one thing to try from this video, it's this: power hours. Do it. And last but not least, when you're ready to go home and you're done for the day, just make one more call. I figured this one out for myself on the calls. I just noticed like man, you tend to just get an appointment on the last call you make. And anyone who's been on the phones a while notices the same thing. For whatever reason, I don't know why, you get a exponentially high number of appointments on the last dial. And it's not like, oh, I'm just going to stop when I get an appointment. It's like you'll put in 100 numbers on your auto dialer and call line number 100, excuse me, number 100 is the one that hits. And it was so common to where I started to expect it. When I started to read more, I actually found that this is a phenomenon which many sales agents have discovered over the years. So when you're ready to go home, make one more dial and you will be amazed at how many last appointments you'll sneak in. I hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, please drop a comment, let me know. Or if there's anything that you want to see more of on the channel, also please let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. And if you are an entrepreneur or agency owner whose business has been struggling due to a non-existent or underperforming sales process, please book a call with me below, links down below, and I'll be able to get you back on track.